All right, so I figured I would take a video of doing this just in case anybody else with the MK3 or even MK4 or whatever, if you're gonna build a hatch setup for any car, this would be a good, not really a tutorial video, but it just gives you an idea of what you can expect. If you have the original piece of carpet, it's a lot easier to do this. I don't have that. I was trying to take a time lapse, but I can't get my phone to stay on the tripod, so I'm just gonna skip that. This is a really good way to take a template marking, so you can cut a bunch of slices in this. That way when you set it in, I've already got this piece pretty good cut out and lined up, so I just need to toss this one in here, cut this one up. But if you cut these little slits out, when you put them into their spot where you want it to go, I mean, obviously you got to do your width and stuff, which I'll just use the razor blade for that. But this will allow it to form around corners and stuff, and you can use a razor blade or a pair of scissors and cut as you go. And then should be looking at something kind of like this. It's pretty easy. This is just a rough measurement. I need to trim up a tiny bit to make it sit perfectly, but with these cutouts like this, you can easily bend them and then just push them into the corners, and they'll get that nice kind of curve that you need to cut out. And then you just take your blade or your scissors and cut them out. So I'm gonna do that, tape this all up, and then we'll see how it looks outside the car. So I got the template marked out. If I mess it up too bad, I have enough room to do another one. I'm not too worried that I'm gonna mess it up that bad. The outline is a little bit wider than the cutout itself, so I'll just have to do a little bit of trimming if it doesn't fit perfectly. Idea. So I'm gonna have this spaced off the back a little bit. If I have it all the way up there, the plastic kind of comes out a little bit. So I gotta figure out, my hand's like purple on the camera in the darkness. How far I can put it back in the car. This one up here, my idea is to cut this on the straightest part I can, and then have these go at like a 45 to kind of match the shape. Just so I get maximum storage, and then obviously have something on the end, but it's going to be recessed farther back. It's not going to come all the way out to here. As you can see, these aren't coming all the way to the end, and I'm doing that in hopes that when I have the top piece lifted up, I can still get to the access panels on the side. Since it's just going to be the base, which may or may not be under the plastic, once it's lifted up, I can open that little door and pull it out. And same thing for the one on that side. So this is gonna be at a 45 straight, and then 45. And then I cut these extra pieces because I had kind of an idea to like block in the little compartment over here, have it like that. So the amps are completely separated from the storage area that'll be in here, so I don't have to worry about if there was ever a liquid or something got spilt in here, it wouldn't directly shoot to the amps. That's kind of my idea for it. This piece obviously not going to be in there, so that's roughly how big the storage area is going to be, besides what's under in the wheel and the spare tire well once I cut that piece out. That'll be for the amps. I'm gonna have to figure out how I want to mount the amps. Maybe I'll mount one on like a hinge or something so it can lift up and down. So if I need to get to the fuel pump wiring or the fuel level sensor, I can do that without removing the entire thing. been, you guys don't know it, but for me, it's been about a month since I finished that. I mean, it's still not completely finished. I hate the way the back of it looks. Don't know what I'm gonna do about that yet, but I just pulled the passenger seat out and I'm getting started on trying to mock up the faceplate for this box that I'm gonna be doing. Gonna set the camera up and hopefully you guys will be able to get a good time-lapse view of the fiberglass portion of this. Then I'm gonna toss the battery back in, get the car out of the driveway, clean up everything, and possibly come back to this tomorrow. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna wait. It's really cold, so it's probably gonna take a while for the resin to set. So I'll probably give it a few days before I come back to it, but that's gonna be like really fast for you guys to see. So I'm gonna set the camera up right now. Let's go. So today is hopefully gonna be the last day that I spend trying to build this box. I just got a piece of cardboard cut out. I'm gonna use it for the template for the top of the box. This is what I have so far. I already did start wrapping the front in suede. I did decide to go suede instead of carpet. Just figured it'd look better, and I do want to get suede seats in the future. I think that would look cool. I'm not really too worried about the suede on the inside of the box anymore. I don't really care. I'm kind of tired of doing this. So that's gonna have to be another day when I have more motivation to do that. So this is what the final product looks like. And it's flush right here, and then you can see my finger. So this board is kind of curved in just a little bit, which is perfect because that gives me some way to open it. Now I just need to put the hinges on it. All right, box is in. I left a little bit of a gap so I could lift it up higher. Learned that the hard way on the back. Hinges are on. Nice.